Nevertheless, here, let's look at clearing fractions. Okay, so it's not going to probably say clearing fractions. It's just going to say to solve. Okay, and you identify, the first thing you do is you identify the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the bottom in this one? What's the denominator?
5.
Okay, so you're going to multiply everything by 5, but this is where I think it could be unclear. I'm going to circle the terms. This is a term, this is a term, and all of this is a term. Okay, so when you multiply by 5, you're multiplying this fraction by 5, the 3/5 by 5. You're multiplying the 2/5 by 5, and then the number by 5.
Yeah, you
Is that
separate
clear? Is that
the
clear? Like you are not,
denominator out.
yeah, you're not multiplying the x plus 7.
Okay, only the 3
Only the
over
thing in
half.
front.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now what is 5 times 2/5?
Sorry. 5 times 2/5.
Yeah,
Do you multiply the top and the bottom?
just the top because the bottom is 1.
Okay, so sorry, 10 over 5.
Okay, x, and then 5 times 4 is 20.
Yeah.
The 5 times the top against 5 over 1. 5 times 3 is
15.
15 over 5, x plus 7. All right, so let me know when you get caught up to here. From here, it's not bad at all to solve.
Okay, got it now.
So 10 divided by 5 is
2.
2x plus 20 equals 15 divided by 5 is 3, x plus 7. And from here you distribute in. That 3 has to go to both.
To the x and the 7?
Yeah.
So it'd be 21x.
3x plus 3 times the x. You have to get 2 terms. There's 2 terms inside here.
3x plus 21.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, it's like you got a friend named X, friend named 7 each. You want to
Yeah.
give them each,
Okay.
3 hours of your time. All right. Now, you have a choice here. Doesn't matter actually which way you go, but you should move the variables one way. Like either you're going to subtract 2x from both sides, which I think is the better route, or you're going to subtract 3x from both sides because there's variables on both sides. Which do you prefer?
I don't really care.
So the choice, here's how you make the choice. It's the smaller to the larger.
Yeah.
Right. So the smaller is the 2x. You subtract 2x from both sides. That's really the preferred one, smaller to the larger. So you have 20 equals, what is 3x minus 2x?
1, negative 1.
1x.
Oh, sorry, just 1x.
Yep, plus 21. Okay, and then from here you subtract
20 and 20.
21. It's always on the side with the variable. Side with the variable.
Okay.
Okay, so -1 equals x.
Could you just flip it around and do x equals -1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If you get that far, they're happy. Teacher's happy.
Okay. Can we do another problem like that?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's do another one here. So let's go 2/3 x plus 3 equals 1/3 x plus make sure this works out. Sorry, give me just a moment here to think through this. Let's go 5. That should be okay. Okay, what is the bottom number?
3.
So you have to multiply everything
About 3.
by 3.
Yeah.
And again, it's really good to sort of draw like, okay, I'm going to multiply that one by 3, 3 by 3, and then
9. And then you also multiply 1/3 by 5.
No, by the denominator.
Oh, you do 3 also by 1/3.
Yes.
Okay.
So give me your.
Would it be 3 over 3?
Yes. So give me your next line whenever you got it down.
Okay, I got you. X plus 5. Okay, I got 6 over 3, and then x plus 9 equals 3 over 3 x plus 5.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got to reduce the fractions.
Divide by 2.
No, well, it becomes 2.
Yeah, yeah,
2x. 2x plus 9 equals what goes, what does this become?
1.
1. Okay. Now what do you do? What's next from here?
Hmm, hold on, let me look at the past problem.
So the past problem, we had a 3 outside, so we had to multiply in.
Okay, so 1 times x and 1 times 5.
Okay, what does that
So
become?
1x plus 5.
Good.
And then
This is where you move the smaller to the larger. Which is smaller, 2x or 1x?
1x.
So you subtract the 1x. You have to move the smaller to the larger.
Okay.
So you've got, what is 2x minus 1x?
1x.
Plus 9 equals 5.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the next step here?
Do you subtract 5?
So here, okay, let's just say that it's wrong. You know, I know that I'm gonna tell you that's wrong. Here's why it's wrong. It's because you're not getting the final answer. You get x plus 4 equals 0.
Yeah,
Whereas what you should have done is looked at the side with the x.
9.
Like you're getting distracted by what's on the other side there. And
Well, I was thinking 9, but I feel like it would have made more sense because it would have gone in like cleanly.
yeah, I mean, x plus 4 looks nice, but it's always x equals x is.
So it would be x equals -4.
Right. Now, just to continue with what you did, if you do that on the quiz, it's not that it's wrong, it's that you're not done. You have to then
Yeah.
subtract 4 from both sides.
Yeah.
See
Okay.
how these are the same?
Yeah, I see.
You're adding an extra step. I mean, I don't care. I hope you recognize that you need to do that. I mean, eventually I really want you to do the right side here. Okay, so let's try one more. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go 1/6 x plus 2 equals 5/6 x plus 1. What do you multiply everything by?
Here, I'm just writing this down really quick.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
I'm impatient.
You're fine.
I get
Okay,
excited
so
because I really
you
want to
do
help you.
6.
Yes, 6.
So you get out the 6, and then you do 6/6 x plus 12
Okay.
equals. Do you when you multiply the 6, you just multiply the top of the 5/6, right?
6 is really 6/1. So you
Yeah.
multiply,
So
6/1 times 5/6. It's top times top, bottoms times bottom.
yeah. 30 and 6. And then x plus 1. And then next, do you just wait? Would you just call 6/6 1?
Yes.
Okay, 1x plus 12 was 30/6.
Wait a second. What does that reduce to? Because you did reduce 6/6.
5.
5. Good.
So reduce. I thought I was gonna do that the next step, but 5x plus 1. And then you do 5 into 5x and 1.
What's the next number?
5x plus 6.
You
Or no,
multiply.
5, sorry.
Good. Okay.
And then 1x plus 12. And then do you divide?
No, you have to move. You have to move from one side to the other, the x.
Oh yeah. So
So
you
smaller
divide
to the
5 and
larger.
5, or
No, smaller to the larger. You're moving. You're adding or subtracting.
subtracting 1x.
Subtracting 1x. Yes. So that's 12 equals 4x plus 5.
Yeah.
Okay, now look at the side with the x. Look at the side with the x.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you which do you undo first? Multiplication by 4 or addition by 5?
You do. Oh my gosh. 5.
Subtract, you're going to undo addition by 5 by subtracting by 5.
Yeah.
7 equals 4x.
And then do you subtract by 7?
No. Well, you can, but that's your goal is to get x alone.
Yeah.
If you subtract 7, you're getting further away. Ignore the side that doesn't have the x. Only focus on the left side. Like I can't do this, but if I had a piece of paper, I would be covering up the left side. I would be putting a
Yeah.
box over it and saying like ignore the left side.
So would you divide by 4?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can do that with your hand, piece of paper, whatever, cell phone, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, we should really move on to the next grouping of questions, just to kind of even do them all.
That's good.
If you have time, take a look at the notes again, work through the problems. Okay, so let's look at some absolute value problems. All right, so let's say it's 3 absolute value x minus 1 equals 6. Okay, and the question for you is, have you isolated the absolute value? Like, is there just an absolute value on one side of the equation?
No.
No, there's this 3 and there's no plus or minus. So what is the math operator between the 3 and the absolute value?
Multiply.
Yes. So you
Oh
undo
yeah,
that.
we did these last lesson.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we divide both sides by 3. So absolute value of x minus 1 equals 2.
Yeah.
Okay, now from here, there's 2 cases. Do you remember those
Yeah,
cases?
I remember doing this, the case 1, case 2. And it's x minus 1 equals 2, and then x minus 1 equals negative 2.
Good. And then you add 1 to both sides.
Yeah.
All right, so let me give you one to try.
Okay.
Negative 2 absolute value x plus 3 equals negative 12. It's the exact same steps as last time, different numbers, meaning don't get fooled by this negative in front.
Yeah,
It's still multiplying.
You would add though, right?
Add what?
If you're like 2.
What is the math operation? See, you got to almost visualize the negative 2 as being
Oh,
in
multiply,
parentheses. It's multiplying, yeah,
So you would divide 2.
by negative 2.
Yeah, okay.
Very important.
Yeah, I need to remember that multiply. X plus 3 equals 6, negative 6. Case 1, case 2. Wait, is it positive 6?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You would add 3 to both sides, right? Or would you add 6?
Look at the side with the variable. Look at the side with the variable.
Yeah,
Cover up
okay,
the
so
side
3.
without it.
3.
Now is 3 adding or subtracting?
Adding or subtracting.
So well, it's added here, so you undo it with subtracting.
Subtraction.
But you're really gonna have to cover up that other side of the equation without the variable.
Yeah, okay. I'm like second guessing myself every time. X equals 3 and x equals negative 3.
Nope, try again. Minus 6 minus 3.
Oh my gosh.
And are you allowed to use a calculator on your test?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 9.
So please use a calculator now if you've got one.
Yeah, okay.
Like don't let those little things. Okay. So again, like you're just whatever number's out in front, you're gonna undo it with division. So let me have you do one more. You got to do this one start to finish here.
Okay.
For absolute value x minus 2 equals 20. So all I want are the two answers when you're done.
Okay.
If you had questions, let me know.
I got x equals 7, x equals -3.
Okay. All right, so here we go. It's absolute value x minus 2 equals 5. So x minus 2 equals 5, x minus 2 equals -5, and you are correct. It is these two answers. Good. Okay, so the 2B, kind of the related question here, is when you got to do like a little bit more. So let's just say it's 2 absolute value x minus 1 plus 3 equals 8. Okay. So this one's just more complicated, but your goal is to get this down to x minus 1 equals a number. Okay. So again, I want you to ignore the right hand side if you can.
Okay.
Like put a box over it and just ignore it.
Yeah.
Look at the side with the variables.
Okay.
You've got multiplication by 2 and then addition by 3.
Yeah.
Which do you undo first?
Addition.
So you undo by subtracting 3 from both sides. And
And what is this called?
I chose a wrong number there. You're just solving absolute value equations.
Okay.
This one's kind of like 2B, but I made it a little different. So it's 2 absolute value x minus 1 equals 8. And again, ignore the side with the number. Look at just the side with the variable, just the side of the variable. What's the 2 doing to the absolute value?
Um, I'm kind of confused. What do you mean?
Well, is the absolute value by itself?
No, it's not.
So what is the 2 doing to it? What's the math operation?
Multiplying.
How do you undo multiplication?
Division.
See how this gets down to the case 1 or type 1, type 2, case 1, case 2?
Yeah, and
You
then you
have
do
to,
that.
yeah, you have to get it down to those two cases. And you do that by undoing the stuff like undoing addition by 3, undoing multiplication by 2. So you ready to do another one here like this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's do another one here. Let's go -3 absolute value x plus 4 plus 6 equals 0. So again, your focus has to be on, the left side. Like this is all you care about on the left side. You don't care
Yeah.
what's going on the right. So in that box, what math operations do you see?
Subtraction and addition.
This is not subtraction.
Or negative. Oh, multiplication. Sorry.
Yeah, multiplication and addition. Which do you undo first?
Addition.
Yes. So how do you undo that?
You subtract 6 on each side.
Okay. -3 absolute value x plus 4 equals -6. Again, your focus needs to be on that
Absolute value.
that side. So what's keeping the absolute value from being alone?
Multiplication, but you can divide it on each side.
Okay. Okay, and from here, you know how to solve it, so we don't need to solve it. Because I want to give you one like this. So like, is it clear? You look at the side with the absolute value, you undo like addition or subtraction first, then the multiplication or division,
Yeah.
depending on the problem.
Let me try one more.
Yes,
and
I'm gonna
then-
try. I'm gonna have you try one here, start to finish. Minus 4 absolute value x minus 2 plus 12 equals 0.
I got x minus 2 equals 3.
You got a sign error.
Yeah, well, those two things and then 3.
Oh, equals 3.
Yeah,
Now it's good. Okay.
that's
Okay.
what I
Keep going. Keep going. I want the final
meant. Okay,
answer.
you want me to do the cases?
Yes.
and then
Yes.
We got x equals 5, x equals -1.
Good. Okay. Let's try. We haven't done any with divisions. Let me throw that in here. Absolute value x minus 2 divided by 3 plus 6 equals 11. Let's try this one. Okay.
Okay.
So again, like ignore the right hand side. Look at just the side with the absolute value. What is keeping the absolute value from being by itself? What do you see here? This and then this.
The 3.
Okay. What is the 3 doing?
It's dividing.
Okay. What about this over here?
That's adding.
So which do you undo first?
Subtraction. You do subtraction first.
Okay. So when you subtract 6 from both sides, you're left with absolute value x minus 2 over 3 equals 5. Okay. Now, how do you undo this division?
You added 3 on the other side, right?
But you just said it's division.
Yeah, so you multiply 3 on,
Yes. Both
yeah,
sides by
the right
3.
the side, yeah.
Now, this is kind of what you're asking me before. It's really 3 over 1.
Yeah,
Okay. And the reason you might need to think of it that way is because it's going to be 3 absolute value x minus 2 over 3.
yeah,
Or you can say that they cancel because 3 divided by 3 is 1. So it's up to you. You can either cancel up here or you can write, 1 down here. if
yeah,
you
I'll
want.
just probably do that.
Okay. So now it's absolute value x minus 2 equals 15, and you go on and solve it from there.
Case 1, case 2.
That you don't do that because let's have you set up one start to finish.
Yeah,
So
okay.
let's go absolute value x minus 5 over 2 minus 1 equals 0. Okay, go ahead and solve this for me.
The full thing with the cases?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And if you have questions along the way, please ask. Be happy to
Okay.
confirm your answers.
My final answer is x equals 6, x equals 4.
Okay. So let's check here. Did you add 1 to both sides?
Yeah, I did.
So you got absolute value x minus 5 equals 1. And then how did you undo the 2 on the bottom?
I multiplied.
Both sides by 2?
Yeah.
So did you get,
Oh, no. That's
oops.
what I did wrong. I didn't do both sides.
Okay. So go ahead, work it out from here.
Okay. And then it is minus 5 equals. I got one is x equals 7, and then the other one is x equals 7 also, I think.
You can't be the same.
Oh my gosh. Oh, no, sorry. It would be x equals -3.
It's not, it's positive
No,
3.
+3, sorry.
Yeah. Again,
My
like
work my work's so messy right now. I'm like, these
if you want to
lines.
grab a calculator that you would use in the classroom, I would recommend that.
Yeah, okay.
You know, you practice with the tools. When you go to, let's just say you were interested in anything out in the real world, you practice with the thing you're really going to use. You don't. And I know it's
Yeah.
math. It's not, it's not sexy like other things we might find fun, but it's you got to practice the right tools. Let's have you try another one here. Let's go -3 absolute value x minus 4, actually +4 this time. Plus 15 equals 0. I'd like you to try solving this one. This may be our last one before we move on to factoring.
Okay. All right, my final answer was x equals 1, x equals -9.
Okay, let's take a look here. So you subtract 15 from both sides, and that gets you to -15. You divide both sides by -3, that gets you to 5. X plus 4 equals 5, x plus 4 equals -5, and your answers are correct. Very good.
Cool.
Okay, so we're down to the last kind of 2 types of problems you might see. GCF. So we'll start with GCF. GCF stands for greatest
Common factor.
common factor, which doesn't really, it should tell you something. I mean, it's common. Common means it's the same. It's like everyone's got brown eyes, or we all like a certain brand of shoe or something. But
Yeah.
you're solving here. You're solving, like you're still getting x equals a number at the end. X equals a number at the end. Okay. So let's look at one here. 3x squared minus 6x equals 0. I want you to focus on the numbers. Is there a number that goes into both 3 and 6?
Yeah. 3.
3. Good. Now you focus in on the variables and you look for the smallest exponent. What's the smallest exponent?
3 or 0.
So there's a
Or
1. There's a 1 that's not written. Why? They just don't write it. It's not written. It's supposed to be assumed. No. That's the way it is. So 3x, okay? Now, you're going to divide each of these by 3x, and that's going to tell you what goes in parentheses. What is 3 divided by 3?
1.
X squared over x. Do you know what that is?
2x.
So let me show you differently. X squared over x is the following. It's x times x over x. Do you see how the x cancels, top and bottom
Yeah.
leaving? So there's
Yeah.
one x left over. Okay, so that puts an x here. What is 6 divided by 3?
2.
2. Now, when you see x over x, they both cancel, leaving 1, not 0.
Okay.
So it's 2 times 1, but you just write 2.
Okay.
All right, now there's more. There's always
Yeah.
more. All right. You have to now set each term equal to 0. So what does Matthew mean by term? Okay. A term means it has an x in it. This has an x in it, and this has an x in it.
Yeah.
So you set them each equal to 0. 3x equal to 0, x minus 2 equal to 0. It's kind of like your type 1, type 2, but not completely the same. All right, now you're going to divide both of these by 3, x equals 0, and then you're going to add 2 to both sides, x equals 2.
Okay.
So these have more steps, right? You
Yeah.
first figure out the GCF, which is quite a bit. You got to figure out what goes in the parentheses. Then you set them both equal to 0. Then you solve. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do another example here together. Let me look at what I gave you. Okay. All right, let's go 15x squared minus 5x equals 0. So again, you start by looking at just the numbers 15 and 5. Is there a number that goes into both?
Yeah. 5.
5. And then you look at the letters, the variables, and you look for the smaller exponent. Which is the smaller exponent?
X.
What's its exponent?
1.
Okay, so x to the 1. You divide both of these by the thing that's on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, start with the numbers. What is 15 over 5?
1.
Try
Or no,
again.
3. 3.
3. Okay, what is x squared over x? X squared over x.
1.
So it's x times x on top, and there's an x on the bottom. What is left over after you cancel the x's?
1.
An x.
And X. Yeah. 1x.
So x squared literally means 2 x's, but they're mashed together. They're multiplying.
I thought X equals 1 though.
Where you mean on the bottom or?
I don't know. I just thought that's when you like mark the 1 on the X.
You can. I mean, you could put a 1 here and you could subtract the exponents.
Okay. Yeah.
That's another way to do it. Is that preferred?
It doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. Okay. So it's now 3x minus what is 5x divided by 5x? What's 5 divided by 5?
1.
Okay, and x divided by x?
1.
Yes. So now you set each of these equal to 0.
Okay.
5x equal to 0 and 3x minus 1 equal to 0. How do
Okay.
you solve the one on the left? And you focus on the side with the variable.
Do you divide 5?
Divide by 5. So x equals,
5.
try again.
Oh, 0.
Yes. Division is sharing. You have nothing to share. Five people that want whatever you have. How about on the other side? Look at the side with the variable.
Do you add 1?
Yes.
You start with. And then you divide 3, and then you get 1 over 3.
Yes.
Okay. X equals 1 over 3.
Yes. Okay. So let's slowly have you attempt a new problem.
Here, can I get all this down really quick?
Oh, of course, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I go way too fast. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know when you get caught up.
Okay, I got all that.
Okay, so an easier, the goal is I'm not trying to make these hard. Let's go like 2x squared minus 4x equals 0. Okay. I want you to figure out the GCF.
Okay. You divide by 2, right? 2x.
2x is the GCF, yes.
Yes. Okay. And then you divide by 4 or
Well,
add 4.
you're dividing both of these by the 2x.
Oh. Oh, yeah, whatever goes into both of them. 2x. Would you add 1?
What comes first here? Inside
1?
parentheses,
1x?
x, yeah, 1x minus,
Um, wait, minus 2?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, now set each of those equal to 0.
What do you mean? Like,
See how each term gets set equal to 0?
yeah,
The 2x and then the x minus 2.
I see that.
Because you're solving. You're ultimately like going to get x equals a number and x equals another number.
Yeah. But you already set them up for me, right?
Yes, they're set
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah, okay. And then next you divide by 2.
Okay. What does that become?
Um, 0, x minus 2 equals 0. X equals 0.
Okay.
Yes. And then x equals 0 also.
X equals, what's the one on the right?
0.
You
Or,
gotta,
2.
x equals 2. Yeah.
Wait, why don't you divide by 2 on the right one?
You're subtracting 2.
Oh, yeah.
Here they're multiplying.
Yeah, you add 2 on each side, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
All right. Let's try another one here.
Yeah.
Gotta get this down here. We can do it.
Yeah.
Let's go 3x squared minus 12x equals 0. Again, tell me the GCF is the first thing. What is the GCF?
3x is the GCF.
Okay, so you're dividing each of these by 3x.
Yes. And then you'd get x in the first one.
Okay,
And you divide, right, on each side. 4.
you're dividing, yeah. So you get minus 4,
4
minus
minus
4,
4.
because 12 divided by 3 is 4. X divided by x is 1.
And then equals 0.
Yeah, so I want you to solve it from here.
Okay.
Give me two numbers when you're done for your final answer.
Okay, can you scroll up?
Sure.
X equals 0 and x minus 4 equals 0. Is that right?
Say that one more time.
3x equals 0 and x minus 4 equals 0.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And then you divide by 3, x equals 0, and then you add 4, which equals x equals 4.
Good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's have you try one on your own fully.
Okay.
Let's go 6x squared minus 18x equals 0. And I just want the final two answers here.
Okay. GCF is 6, x minus 3 equals 0, 6x minus 0, x minus 3 equals 0, or oh shit, equals 0. My final two answers: x equals 0, x equals 3.
That is correct. Yeah, good. Very good. Okay, so the last style of problem on your sheet there is factoring guess and check.
Okay.
And with the limited time we have, we will go through a few of these. So let's say it's like x squared plus 3x plus 2. Okay. So
Okay.
so the first thing is you're going to look at this last number here. Okay. And then you're also focusing in on this middle number. All right. So I'll type it because it's really more in words. Two numbers that multiply to 2 and add to 3. So
Okay.
two numbers that multiply to 2, and there's not that many. There's 1 and 2. Do those also add to 3?
1 and 2?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
So it's x plus 1, x plus 2 equals 0.
Okay.
So notice, see where the 1 and the 2 came from?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's critical here. You got to see that those are, I'm trying to get my highlighter out here. The 1 and the 2, they come from over here.
Okay.
Okay, now you might think, okay, well, I got it. Like you just do that. Well, what if there's more? What if I give you a number like x squared plus 7x plus 10 equals 0? So now you're focusing on the 10. Two numbers that multiply to 10 but add to
7.
7. So 10 has more than 2 factors.
Yeah. So it would be 5 and 2.
Yes, so it becomes x plus 5, x plus 2.
Okay.
Now there's more to do. Okay, you have to set each term equal to 0. So you have to set the x plus 5 equal to 0 and the x plus 2 equal to 0.
Okay. And then would you subtract 5
Yes.
and 5 and 2, sorry.
Yep. So what are your two final answers?
Negative x equals -2. I mean, and -5 and -2.
Yeah, -5 and -2.
-2.
Good. Okay. Let's do another one here. let's say it's x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals 0.
So you first try to get a number that equals 7 and goes into 12.
Multiplies
into
to 12, multiplies to
Yeah,
12, but adds
multiplies
to
to 12.
7. Yeah.
So 3 and 4. And wait, how would you, can you scroll up really quick?
Sure. So two numbers that multiply to 10, but add to 7 in your
So it'd be
problem.
x plus 3, x plus 4.
Yes.
Okay. And then 3x plus 4. Can you scroll up again? Sorry.
You said it equal to 0. So you said each of these equal to 0.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh. And then you subtract 4. X equals -4. And subtract 3. X equals -3. Okay. All right, got that.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So we're pretty much out of time here. I want to give you just like one last thought, I guess, as you go into